Good morning, this is KELOLAND on the go, with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Crews were busy Sunday afternoon battling a wildfire that broke out a few miles south of Custer that grew to about 58 acres.
According to the Custer County Sheriff's Department, the fire is now in the mop-up stages and is being closely monitored.
Several crews in the surrounding area responded to help put the flames and heavy smoke out.
Along with fighting the blaze Sunday afternoon, the Custer County Sheriff's Department responded to a burglary near Sylvan Lake Road.
While on their way to the scene, authorities say they learned that a property owner was holding a suspect at gunpoint. Once law enforcement arrived, they took a 38-year-old male who was armed with a knife into custody.
The Sheriff's Office is asking residents who live between Custer city limits and Elk Valley Road to check for any missing or disturbed property.
And we're just hours away from an announcement that's being touted as a historic generational opportunity for the city of Sioux Falls.
Mayor Paul Tenhaken and Governor Larry Roden will be making the announcement this morning in the downtown Steel District.
You can watch the announcement live on KELOLAND Plus and KELOLAND.com beginning at 10 a.m.
Well, now let's get a check on the weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
All right, good morning, everybody. Another mild day. Temperatures today in the 60s. We'll have to watch those record books in case we do set any records again today. Now, the warm temperatures will carry over into tomorrow, especially across southeastern KELOLAND, where the numbers may end up being warmer than the numbers you see on your screen in southeastern South Dakota. So we are looking at the possibility to set records again tomorrow in south central, southeastern South Dakota into Iowa and Minnesota. In the meantime, today, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. Numbers in the 50s and 60s. And Brian will have more details on that forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Heart disease remains the #1 cause of death for Americans.
At Monument Health's cardiac rehab gym, staff work to create a safe space for people with heart disease to come in and exercise.
Staff say being as active as you can is the goal, whether that's running, biking, or even just going for a walk.
All the things that we know we need to be doing. So our entire goal here as nurse practitioners is to kind of emulate and practice what we preach, just kind of support the patients, support this amazing staff that works here, and celebrate National Cardiac Rehab Week.
Staff also joined teams across the region for a friendly competition of running on a treadmill for 10 consecutive hours to raise awareness.
A weekend car show gave the chance for car enthusiasts to show off while also benefiting a good cause.
Topper's Car Club hosted the show in Sioux Falls, where the proceeds went toward kids with cancer.
We're doing this for a benefit for Cancer for Kids, the Children's Miracle Network, and we're going to donate a check to them at the end of the show during trophy presentation with the cars.
Toppers has hosted a car show in Fargo for over 65 years.
People throughout KELOLAND have been enjoying unseasonably warm temperatures as of late.
Some golfers at Keene Park Golf Course in Sioux Falls took advantage of that this weekend and booked a rare February tee time.
For golfers like Michael Vigents, their goal for the day was pretty straightforward.
Just have a good time. None of us are that good, but we have fun while we play, so that's it.
Keene and Prairie Green will be open through tomorrow, but it is a driving range only at Prairie Green. Elmwood is closed for play and practice.
And to see if there are any tee times left at Keene Park, check out the link with this story on our website.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another Check Your Weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, and the mild weather continues today. Today, a very good day for golfing if you can get in there. Tomorrow, well, it's a little more tricky. We've got some drizzle in the morning. We are still forecasting 60s in the afternoon. Might even hit over 70 in Yankton, but we also might end the day with a thunderstorm, which is a kind of an interesting subject to bring up in the month of February, but it is true. Let's look at the surface features. We have a warm front that's coming in from Nebraska, and this will be kind of the door opening to milder weather and even just a little bump up in the moisture. The dew point will actually go up in the afternoon. Not a huge amount, but for February, it's close to 50. That's a big deal. So that all kind of lines up here for these thunderstorm chances that'll be right along this feature. Again, this is probably the most likely scenario, kind of a broken line of some activity on radar, 4, 5, maybe 6 o'clock in the evening, and then moving east. And there could be some potent winds with some of those. That really hinges on how warm it actually gets. If we hit 75 tomorrow in Yankton, Yeah, I think that there is actually a pretty good chance that we're going to get some storms with some very gusty winds. If we fall short of that, well, then that'll kind of go hand in hand with the strength or the severity of those storms. Here's a look at today. Again, it's kind of a no-brainer here. It's going to be just a nice, simple, very good afternoon for being outdoors if you can. There's that thicker cloud deck tomorrow morning, so that comes in with that drizzle courtesy of an easterly wind. That's a great way to moisten things up in the low levels of the atmosphere. That east-southeast wind will have some strength to it. It'll crank up out of the southeast in Sioux Falls tomorrow. That's an interesting scenario. Have highs that warm, mid-60s around Sioux Falls. Let's just see how we go here with Yankton. That's a possibility of 75. But at any rate, it looks like that'll all collapse getting into late Tuesday night after those scattered showers and thunderstorms roll through tomorrow evening. Northwest winds. In fact, we've got a lot of wind tomorrow. In Hot Springs in the southwest, we've got some high wind watches there. We've got some snow coming in on the backside of this system for Aberdeen and the far northeast. Right now, you're kind of on the edge of this. It's going to be a bigger player in North Dakota. There's going to be accumulating snow and wind in Jamestown and probably Fargo. So remember, that's something else to watch there. I would not be surprised at a lot of wind in eastern South Dakota Wednesday afternoon, just a solid 30 to 50 mile an hour wind. And then on top of that, we got another system here on Thursday. This one is projected to mainly track from Wyoming into Nebraska, but it's in the neighborhood, so let's just keep watching that and see what new information suggests on that track. Again, that's something that we'll explore more once we get past this first system. Closer look at the wind today. Again, that's pretty light, but yeah, that's also going to be changing a whole bunch the next couple of days. It's been a treat to have the wind so light. We'll pay the price. We've got plenty of wind tomorrow, plenty of wind on Wednesday, more wind on Thursday. Now, Wednesday and Thursday, that'll be northwest winds those 2 days. And temperatures are back to normal again, which is 30s. Check out more details, our weather forecast updated online at KELOLAND.com.